Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today I finally get to correct a mistake that I have put off for far too long, and that is to spend some time talking about Twin Godess Miniatures. So, maybe I did at one point and I've completely forgotten it, because I know I've printed quite a few of their models over time, but this is a perfect opportunity because, as far as I know, this is their first major Kickstarter that they're going to be having coming up. In fact, it should be live within a day or two of this video getting posted, so keep your eyes peeled, and obviously we'll have a link down below. But they have a new campaign coming out called Bardic Beatdown, and it's going to actually have a little subsystem game to it. And this model of theirs, if I can get her in focus, was one of the models that really intrigued me from the get-go with Twin Goddesses stuff. So they had a lot of kind of fun, whimsical takes on traditional fantasy tropes, especially the bards. And they had a whole tavern inn style band set up at one point. And I feel like I've printed her before, and I think the original one wasn't even pre-supported. It's been a while. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I printed this one somewhat recently. And they had, like, you know, the drummer and singers and all that stuff. But for this new campaign, for the Bardic Beatdown, what they're going to have are distinct bands with stages and everything and band posters to print out and stick up, you know, like for flyers all over the background and stuff. So I got a chance to actually print out one of the bands ahead of time. I got the Iron Maidens. And so I thought we'd show them off, along with some of the other models. I mean, originally I was going to start showing off their most recent set of stuff, like for September, which I thought were just really fun, oddball models. Like this gnome artificer, I think she was. I liked her centipede-style mimic thing going on there. Or elven paladin. Lots of fun textures and stuff to play with there. Actually, I really wanted to show off their barbarians, but they're like 99% done, so if you really want to see the barbarians that they came out with in September, you should probably take a look on one of those Monday videos, because I'll have them up. Anyway, so for the Iron Maidens, we have 3 members. We've got Flame, who is a fire genasi, I don't know how to say it. The lead singer. And the cool thing is, I think if you wanted to really have some fun with a campaign and actually use these for, you know, legit player characters, it might be some fun choices. But as I was saying, they were going to come up with a whole set of rules and counters and tokens and junk for actually having a full-on battle of the bands, which I thought was super awesome, including boss monsters, which I am quite curious and excited to see. So you know I'll be checking out this campaign. We have Hammer, the dwarf. Now, the speaker box, or whatever it is she's standing on there, actually was a separate piece. You'll notice she's got her actual axe as a guitar there. Nice spiky armor. That was a separate piece, but it was very simple, just like the flames actually on Flame. It was a separate piece. Really clearly delineated where to actually glue to the body. It's always a challenge when people don't make obvious spots for parts to connect, so I did appreciate that. And the supports themselves are really easy to get off, which is always a plus. Some of their models in the past, like I've got this old like dragon paladin elf girl of theirs. This was a challenge and a half trying to get her little details off. Someday I'm going to paint her. Someday. I've been meaning to. And finally, to round out the band, you can't have a band without a rhythm section, obviously. Duh. So, we've got Steel, who is a Warforged, on the drum kit. Complete with triangle. Ding! Now, as any proper band would have to have, we're going to have to put a logo on one of those drums, probably on the bass. The bandana was an interesting touch. I know there was the Aerosmiths with a very Steven Tyler looking, I want to say it was an elf. I think Steel is going to have to fit on a 50mm bass. I don't have unified basses, unfortunately. My apologies. But I kind of want to match with whatever stages they end up actually making for the campaign. And here is Steel herself. And I hate to say it, for whatever reason, and it has nothing to do with Twin Goddess's design, but Robin Mask of Kinnikuman is what comes to mind, and I'm going to have to paint her up like Robin or Kevin, but mostly Robin with the blues. I dig this model. The stool is going to be a little bit of a challenge if you wanted to end up using her for a character in another game or something, but she got some stage presence. And the fun thing is, I mean, I've long enjoyed seeing everything that Twin Goddess has come out. And like I said, I just have not had a time to do a proper video on it. Like, they had a whole set of, you know, Monster Hunter, like, typical tabletop monster, like, literally Capcom-style Monster Hunter. So here's a guy, like, in a mimic armor. I don't know if I just need to up the exposure there, because there were supposed to be teeth all over the face. Everything else came out quite nice. That's a fun one. I know if you're interested in stuff like our current set with the Barbarians and stuff, their September release had a bunch of crossovers, like from Bite the Bullet, like with the most metal bard in existence, their Dragonborn one. I love this model too. He's going to fit in quite nicely. He's going to get to hang out. So I'm really curious and excited to see what the campaign's going to offer. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Twin Goddess's stuff, I'm going to have a link down below as well so you can take a good long look. But a lot of fun models, a lot of character, a lot of personality, and for me, that's one of the major pluses. That's one of those things that I'm always personally looking for when I am in the mood to print something, which is pretty much, you know, like 24/7, but except when I run out of resin, I guess. So I will have a link both to my mini factory page as well as the launch page for the Kickstarter campaign. So if you're interested in either of those, by all means, do take a look. There's a lot of fun stuff to be had, and I know our little goblin friend here is going to be getting her band members in there as well. So if you do enjoy some of those designs, hold off on a day or two, at least for his more musically compatriots playing music. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. The more bard-like models, you might want to see if they're going to be included in any of the bands. I know I want to say that the starting options for the core set of models was going to be 4 bands, 2 stages, and I believe a boss. It sounds right, and then like battle maps and stuff like that for those of you who are going to go full-on tabletop style. I just realized her drumsticks are maces. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, do take a look, and hopefully they will have something that is going to be a model that you will enjoy just as much as I will. And like I said as well, if you want to see how some of these things look, I should have them painted in the next few days / weeks. So by all means, check out some of those videos we show usually every Monday. Maybe you'll see some of these. So with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.